Welcome back, my friends. This is Dustin Nemos, and I want to share something with you of DustinNemos.com. I forgot to add. By the way, so this is going to be a very short video about EMF, Wi-Fi, 5G, 4G, smart meters, all of that stuff. Now, I've been talking to you guys about my not creation. I didn't create anything, but I found a solution to 5G for home purposes, for when you're at the house, for when you're sleeping, for when you're on your couch, for when your baby's in the crib, all of this stuff. I spend a lot of time at home, so for me this is a big solution. For you, you may not be an indoor type. This will at least help you when you're sleeping. Now, I want to first show you guys a real quick video, so check this out.
I often get asked just how effective shungite is against electromagnetic radiation. So what I did was I went out and I got myself an electromagnetic radiation detector. And we have a piece of shungite here. Now this is a phone plate. These go on the back of your electronic devices, have double-sided stickers, and as you can see, it's not a big piece of shungite. Now we're going to do a test on it, and an easiest way to do it is just on a microwave. So if we turn the device on, you're going to be reading, and then as you go closer to the microwave, then as you can see, it goes up and it's beeping because it's obviously an alarm and it's going off the chart. Now we put the shungite in between, and what happens? We take our reading down to next to nothing. As you can see, the shungite is in between the sensor, so it's sensing what's coming out, and the microwave itself. And it's taken the reading down to basically nothing. That's just how effective shungite is. Now if we take the shungite away, we're up off the chart again, beeping an alarm, and back in, and we're down again. That is just how effective this fantastic stuff shungite is.
So now that you've seen that, okay, there are somewhere around 20,000 plus studies on the harmful effects of this electromagnetic radiation on animals, okay? And we are, we're animal plus. We're something very similar to an animal. So, I think we are animals, and I want to talk about this solution that I came up with. Now, you guys have heard me talk about shungite. It comes in many forms. I've got the cheap rock form. It comes in smooth little pebbles. I've got the company that I'm going to talk about in a minute that actually sent me a desk ornament. This thing's kind of cool. I had actually already bought one of these, and then they sent me another one, so now my wife has one as well. This is really super cool stuff, okay? And you can get the little one that goes on the back of your phone, like you just saw in the video that they were using, that little tiny one. And that's a great cheap solution. I have an Amazon link. You can look on there. But I want to talk about shungite.com, okay? Because this is directly from the Russian mines where this stuff comes from, and it is a lot cheaper for what I want to talk about, okay? So I'm the first to, as far as I know, ever have done this. And I took the crushed up shungite powder, okay, which is very cheap on shungite.com. It's usually pretty cheap anywhere you get it. You can go around this, but I do have an affiliate link from Shungite if you appreciate this. I hope you do, because I don't think anyone solved the 5G problem yet, so maybe this is a good deal for both of us. But shungite.com offers these large quantities, small quantities, whatever, of shungite powder at a very affordable rate, okay? Now, it's international shipping, so, it may be a little high on the shipping costs, and you may be able to shop around and find a better deal on some powder somewhere else. I remember I spent about $20 worth of shungite powder. I mixed it in my paint when I painted this new apartment, and I painted basically the exterior walls. I painted the large living room, and I painted the bedroom. I haven't got my office done. I ran out of powder, but I covered the area where my baby and wife are all the time, where I sleep, and that covers two of my walls in the office here. And I've just got some of these around my office area, so it helps a little bit. If we can extrapolate that the powder works like the solid, which I think it does, and I haven't tested this with an EMF meter because they're the nice ones that test for smart meter radiation are very expensive. Someone did very graciously offer to ship me theirs and let me use it and send it back, and I haven't heard back about that, and hopefully that's something I can show you guys soon. But I just wanted to mention this because this is a solution and this stuff is rolling out, okay? Your desk ornaments, they're cool. They're on Amazon. You can get these. If you're well off and you want to get something just a little nicer, they actually have one that looks like a really pretty silver version, and that's called Elite Shungite, which is like a more concentrated version. But as you could tell, any cheap old shungite is going to do a lot for your radiation, okay? Look at what it just did for that microwave, okay? And you know microwaves are a big source of it. Ironically, they've banned microwaves in Russia last I checked. So I guess they're pretty smart in terms of health stuff. I mean, they are one of the largest exporters of organic food now, and they understand GMO, and they understand apparently they understand shungite pretty well. So it's kind of an interesting little thing from nature that helps to protect us. Once again, nature usually provides. And I just wanted to share this with you guys because, I'm all about, cutting edge technology and game changers. And I'm also all about high value, high impact, low cost solutions to problems that face us today. And I'm all about holistic health. So this is sort of a 3-in-1 for me, and it's very exciting, and it's very cheap, and it's something that I can share with everyone, that you can share with everyone, that we can roll this out right ahead of the 5G wave, and hopefully it'll help us. Now, some of the effects of the 5G are going to be, a lot of cataracts, a lot of, what I'm hearing, a lot of damage to the external layers of your skin. I don't think it penetrates super well into your skin, your internal organs and stuff, but that doesn't mean it's not going to cause a lot of problems, cancers and cataracts, vision loss, all kinds of problems, okay? And I suspect, that once we see the real rollout of 5G across the world, it's going to get bad. Now, what happens when they launch those 10,000 satellites that they're going to beam down 5G to every square inch of the planet with? What are you going to do then? Okay, so in theory, you could use this for a vehicle. Somebody even sent me a picture where they had put shungite, they had mixed it with something and put it on a hat, and it was a crazy looking hat. But I guess if you want to, protect your noggin while you're out, then that would work very well too. So if you can open up your cell phone right now or your computer and you can see a lot of Wi-Fi options around you, or if you're near a smart meter, even on the outside of your house, or even worse, if you're in an apartment, I've been in a lot of apartments, and you have like a whole bank of smart meters right outside your house, please look into them. Okay, you don't have to use my affiliate link. That's fine. If you don't want to support my work, then that is perfectly okay. Just please look into this for your health, for your family's health, and for everyone else, because, now that pass it on. Don't be the kind of person that learns how to save people's lives and then says nothing about it. At least I don't want to be, and that's why I'm sharing this with you. So, desk ornaments, cool rocks that you can use. I've got a necklace. People keep thinking I'm like Illuminati or whatever because I have a triangle necklace. I didn't pick it out. This was part of the gift package that they sent me to sample their different things. It would not have been my first choice because it's pokey and I got a daughter, and every time she lays on me, it stabs me in the chest a little bit. So, I can't even carry my daughter without flipping this thing behind me, and then I look like a girl with a choker. So either way, I just wanted to let you guys know it's very useful. Every time I put my phone on my hip, this is between us, okay? And if you paid attention to that video, that's basically what you need right there. Now, it is not 100% foolproof that this is going to protect your house. I'm not making any claims, anything else. I don't want to deal with all of that stuff, okay? I'm just letting you know what I've found, and I'm letting you know what I'm trying in my life. And when I'm saying it's not 100% proof in the windows and such, your glass is still going to be an entryway for some of this radiation. Maybe you got big windows, or maybe you got windows all over the house, whatever. There is another solution for this. It's a little bit more expensive, but you can get the UV window treatments, which I think also really improve your insulation. That might be two different kinds of treatments, so I could be wrong about that. But your windows are a big part of your loss of hot or cold, depending on what you're doing. Your energy loss, that's like 10, 20, 30% of it, I think. So this is a great thing that you can do to prevent the UV rays from coming in if you're concerned about that. I'm not, because I need more UV rays. But if you're concerned about that, great. But this will also, these things, whatever they're made of, will also do a pretty good job of blocking this thing. So, Wi-Fi, smart meters, 4G, 5G, any of that stuff, it will attenuate and make the waves safer. I don't even think that it blocks signal. I haven't had any signal issues since I painted. Signal still seems to work. It just makes it less harmful on some electromagnetic level. that's most of what I wanted to talk about with this, I think. 5G and radiation is a scary topic. The smart meters are a scary topic. And, there's a whole lot of solutions, even retail level. You can get this thing that just clamps onto your smart meter outside and protects you from that. And that's okay too. They have it so that it'll fit different types of smart meters and just fit right on there, and you can just click it in. But rather than have to buy one of those things, there's options that you can do. If you don't want to go and paint your entire house and you just have some smart meters, well, my original plan, before I found out about mixing it with paint in my head, I guess thought about it. My original plan was to just take a large cardboard box, something that maybe like a furniture box kind of size, biggest I could get, and then mesh the two sides of the cardboard of the box over some shungite powder and some Elmer's glue, and just kind of spread it out there like a paste and let it glue down. And then put that on the wall on the inside of the house, right in front of the smart meters, because that sort of works like a cone shape, sort of like a flashlight. If you're blocking the flashlight, it's going to go around, but not through. And that is very, very helpful on a budget. You could do that for like $10. If you got the box laying around, some Elmer's glue and some shungite powder, that's a very affordable option. And imagine, just look up some of the, the videos about smart meters. Like 5G is coming, yeah, and it's in a couple places, but smart meters are here, and they're pretty dangerous as well. And these companies, people are struggling and fighting to be able to keep these things off their homes, and these companies are still doing it. They're still pushing it down our throats. Definitely immoral, and I can't wait till we can decentralize all of that stuff and get rid of these companies. But this is an option. This will help, I hope, and let me know what you think in the comments. This is something I'm rather proud of, because I think, like I said, I'm the first to have done this, and not to stroke my ego or anything, but I hope that it can save possibly thousands of lives, maybe millions of victims, right? Because this stuff, it's invisible. It's slowly vibrating and cooking your cells and causing them to heat up, which eventually causes them to break down, mutate, causes things like cancers and stuff like that. Look into your research on the Wi-Fi, and look into your research on the smart meters. That's even worse, because it does the fast flicker pulse, which is apparently far more harmful. Especially if you're in a densely populated area where there are probably dozens of these things affecting you right now as we speak. Have a wonderful day, and if you want more information like this, check out dustinemos.com. If you want to support what I'm doing, dustinemos.com/support. And remember to add the www in there, because if you're on certain browsers, for some reason, my website guy says this is just part of how these things work. It'll tell you some kind of like signal that you can't connect. So just wanted to put that out there. Some people are sharing my links and stuff, and I really appreciate you doing that. But please add the www. You guys be well and stay tuned.